you think that the many of the BJP leaders are quiet, even if they are facing this situation?
BJP leaders will not speak anything till they find somebody in opposition or a Muslim as a scapegoat. That's the pattern Narendra Modi has set up in the last few years. We are not concerned about that. The country knows about it. Issue is very simple. They have they have demolished the education system in this country. For the first time in the history of independent India, the entire education is privatized. The students are paying huge fees. Middle class, poor class people are paying are cutting on all the expenditure, taking educational loans, selling their land, selling their properties just to educate their students because the fees are so high. And in return, only one third of students are getting employment. And even those most of them are getting employed at a rate of 12,000 to 26,000 rupees per month. For the first time, people are becoming poorer by getting educated because the money you invested in fee is not getting recovered through jobs. For the first time, the entire system is so demolished that any student, howsoever bright he or she may be, cannot buy a house anywhere in this country out of their salaries now. No youngster below the age of 25 can buy a house out of their salary, even on EMIs. This is the system Narendra Modi government has made. He has made education privatized. He has compromised on the entire system of evaluation. It's now a system which has no accountability, and people who are suffering are the normal middle class poor students. Their futures are not at stake because Narendra Modi chose to have a education system in this country where fair evaluation will not happen, where fair testing will not happen, where the fees is so high that people are becoming poorer and poorer by educating their children. This is the country they have created. And this
Gurdeep,
is the result. This is the system that we want to talk about.
Gurdeep, it was heartening to see Rahul Gandhi supporting and also aligning himself with Sarthak Siddhant, the kind of revelations he came out with and how the rules were circumvented. And he came out with the entire chain of steps, or the rather, I would call missteps, which happened in this entire OSM contract. But what is the opposition party, and if I may ask your party only, that what is Congress planning to do now? There is so much of anger, there is so much of frustration on the ground, which is seen. But what are the opposition parties planning? Of course, it's a good step. It's an enlightening thing to see that Rahul Gandhi has committed himself towards the children. He's speaking to them. But what beyond that? Because this is not concentrated in few pockets. It's a pan-India problem. How does an opposition party like yours plan to take it forward now?
Well, let me remind you first, this is not a new problem. Let us recall what happened in Vyapam in Madhya Pradesh. An entire recruitment system for government job was rigged by BJP. And so many journalists, so many whistleblowers lost their lives. Congress party fought it. And Congress party, when it won in Madhya Pradesh, and it went after Vyapam people, our government was made to fall by defections. This was to save their people. So the BJP perfected model in Madhya Pradesh, and that model is being replicated all over. But what Rahul Gandhi is doing, he is number one raising awareness that this is not a mistake. This is a system created by Narendra Modi, which is now taking their entire careers to ransom. That is first thing. Second thing, the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Education, which is headed by Mr. Digvijay Singh, the senior Congress leader, has called for a meeting on 1st, and it has summoned the officers of CBSE and NTA, and it will probe into it. But as Rahul ji has been saying over the years, the youngsters have to realize a nation is not about government. A nation is about its institutions. Modi government has completely demolished all institutions, right from election commission, right from courts, right up to CBSE and NTAs and others, SSCs. When the institutions are demolished, it is not just the political parties who do not have a fair play ground. It is a common student of 16, 17, 18 year old also. He or she is also losing that equal opportunity in this country. It's a question of awareness. In a democracy, a political party can do only when it is empowered by people of India. We have been raising issue in Congress party. Rahul ji and Congress President Kharge ji and other leaders have been raising this issue. But ultimately, it is up to the people of India to empower Congress party, empower Rahul Gandhi to set things right. And this is not a dream that we are showing. When Congress party came to power in 1947 and 1950, when the first elections happened, after that, the system that was created was an impartial system. That was the system that we have created in this country. There was no complaint from anybody. I
Let
am
me
not
just
talking.
interrupt you,
So
Gurdeep.
your question is not what a switch can be switched on and off and there'll be a solution. No. In democracy, we have to revisit this fact that Narendra Modi government has demolished institutions, and that is why people are suffering. Narendra Modi government is awarding contracts to its own people. It has taken up over all the resources in this country. It is promoting crony capitalism. And today, now, this cycle is coming to a full circle, and everyone, including those supporters and voters of Narendra Modi, are now suffering. So these people have to realize they have to empower the right political parties. They have to rally behind those parties. They have to ensure that who can run this country properly, who can redevelop these institutions, and who can bring the country back on trails, on rails.
Gurdeep,
Sorry.
I was talking to a few academicians, and in a very casual conversation, we just happened to discuss about the fact that whenever the institutions like these are demolished, you always have an end goal in mind. And what they feared was that what if CBS boards like CBSE or boards like ICSE boards, they are phased out, and Prime Minister Modi's government would try and bring their own manifestation of some kind of a board. Do you also sense this fear somewhere?
Well, they have brought the new education policy, and these boards are being controlled by them. Why do you need a new board when you have compromised the existing boards? Their end game is very simple. They do not want the common student of this country, common youth of this country to be educated. So they have made education so costly. And it is not just costly. You see, if you look around, you just revisit your families, and I request your viewers to just revisit their own families. In their families, there'll be people, दादा दादी होंगे, uncle aunties होंगे, parents होंगे. Those people, most of them may have studied in some small public school or government education, and they've cleared those competitive examinations without investing money in coaching because they didn't have money. Yet they were able to clear and build a beautiful careers out of those success. Today, Narendra Modi consciously has not just demolished the system of CBSE or NEET or medicals or JEE. They have done another sinister thing. They have overhauled the entire system, and now the entire system, despite a new education policy, is based on coaching. Any poor student without coaching cannot clear the competitive examination. It's a conscious thing to help coaching institutes. It's a 60,000 crore rupees industry today, and that is the GST paid. I'm not talking of the coaching industry which works on cash. It may be 2 or 3 times more. So we are talking over a lakh crore to 2 lakh crore rupees being spent by parents, by the students on coaching. So do you imagine today that
No, but
all
we
those poor
change.
people, no, let me, all those poor people in past generation who could clear competitive examinations, become engineers, become doctors, become bureaucrats, have a professional career without coaching, is it possible today? It is just not possible. They have created a system which is privatized, which has high fees, which is coaching centric. You cannot clear examination without coaching, and the entire system is bugged where paper leaks happen. Particular coaching centers, they allocate examination centers of choice. This has happened. They get question papers in advance. This has happened. Certain coaching centers, most of the students score full marks. It has happened. And the NTA design is created to help it, because there's no audit of allocation of examination center, there's no audit of setting of question papers, there's no
So,
audit of
moving,
transportation. You have to
uh,
understand this is a full conspiracy. It's a full design created by Narendra Modi government, that only some people get educated, only rich students can get, they who have money should get coaching and get the exams cleared. And money, huge money is made out of this entire coaching industry, entire NTA industry, and entire examination industry. So they're
so
not
do
working for students of this country.
no.
They're working for vendors, they're working for coaching mafia, and they're working for people who belong to their families.